Good morning, Kirk Martin here, living in charge of my life and enjoying every second of the journey. Hey, listen, I wanted to reach out to you and talk to you about something. I was reading a book by a guy named Bo Short called The Foundations of Leadership. And in this book, Mr. Short has a quote from the late President John F. Kennedy. And the quote, I don't have the book here, but I'm pretty sure the quote went something like this: America has been the greatest country in the world and will continue to be the greatest country in the world because this country and the young people of this country have chosen to dream big, think big, and think outside of the box. So basically, President Kennedy was saying America is great because people dream big, think big, and think outside of the box. And that's what I want to talk to you about this morning. You know, I've been in home-based business now for about 5 years, and there's been a couple of years where I made some, 1 year in particular, I made really good money, and then, you know, I've survived, and, you know, other times, which is irrelevant. But the point I want to make to you is this. I've always, in the last 5 years, I've always been a guy who would dream big, think big, and I continue to this day and will continue to think outside of the box. And, you know, that is the thing that I really fell in love with Doobly. Because, you know, the guys who started Doobly were already billionaires. It's not like they needed the money. One of them was a big guy at Microsoft when Bill Gates sold the company. He was worked directly with Mr. Gates. And, you know, when Bill sold the company, this guy was still young and he had a lot of life left in him. And even though he was a billionaire, he wanted to do something extravagant. So he started Doobly in 2003, and it went up and then down and then up and then down, and they had a failed business plan. Well, here we are in 2014. They've definitely got off to an excellent start. The business plan is phenomenal, and it's like nothing I've ever seen. And the point is, they dreamed big, they thought big, and they thought completely outside of the box. Because of that thinking, that dreaming, and a handful of entrepreneurs, there are people who are ordinary, everyday folks who never got involved in anything, who are making some life-changing income. And what we're looking at here is simply generational income opportunities, what I like to call it, because it's customer-based. It's not like the basic MLM or the basic home-based business or direct sales or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's customer-based. There has to be a huge customer base in order for you to make massive. So it's the exact opposite, where in most MLM and direct sales companies, the distributors are the customers. And the distributors get top heavy, and then the thing, you know, grows to a point and it goes and folds, and that's it, you know. But they dreamt big, they thought big, and they thought outside of the box at Doobly, and that's why this is going to be the greatest company and the greatest opportunity in the world. So I want to tell you today, it's time for you to start dreaming big, thinking big, and thinking outside of the box for yourself, for your family, and for the people that you love in your everyday life. It's so important that you realize that, you know, there's always going to be people around you that are going to be poo-pooers and naysayers. Let them poo-poo and let them nay-nay. Let them poo-poo and nay-nay. Poo-poo nay-nay, poo-poo nay-nay. Just let them go. There's always going to be people that are going to try and poo-poo on your dreams. They're going to poo-poo on things you say. There's always going to be somebody who thinks they're smarter or knows what's better for you and your family than you know yourself. So that's what I wanted to tell you today. Dream big, think big, and think outside of the box. That's what it takes. Dream big, think outside of the box. Stay strong, keep believing, and I dare you to dream. We dare you to dream. Team Wukar, we all dare you to dream. Hop in with us, click the link below. Let's get rolling.